This is Bob Sansevere with TwinCities.com web sports producer Kevin Cusick. Now, the Vikings have attended the pro days for the three top quarterbacks, Blake Bortles, Teddy Bridgewater, and the other kid, Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I don't forget about him. Now, Bridgewater did not have a great workout. Mm-hmm. The only thing, if I were a Viking fan, I would fear is that he drops to you, because I still think that there are quarterbacks in the second round you could get who are not that far off of any of the first three. And if it were me, I would want to go for the best defensive player available.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing at the two pro days is that Bortles supposedly wowed them, however you judge that, and Bridgewater did not. Although I still think that Bridgewater may not have wowed them, in part because what is his payday for doing really well at the pro day, getting drafted by Cleveland or Jacksonville or Oakland? So I think that may have been a disincentive for him to really show that he could throw the ball long.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that he did it to be drafted by the Vikings?
No. Oh. I think he would. But the problem with Bridgewater is going to be the Vikings have probably spent more time with him than anyone else, it seems. If they pass on Bridgewater, which they very well may in order to get a defensive player, he could drop.
He's not going
down.
to the second round.
He could drop. Well, how many teams need quarterbacks that are drafting after the Vikings? Most of the teams that really need quarterbacks are on the front end. The Jets would be one team that's behind the Vikings, I believe.
That would be a team.
Would be a team that would take a chance on Teddy Bridgewater, since they actually brought in Michael Vick the other day. And if you're looking at Michael Vick at his age,
you're not looking at Geno Smith.
You're not looking at Geno Smith.
Now, the thing about Bridgewater, he did not have a great pro day. However, if you watch footage of him, and I went to his highlight reel. I don't go in my basement and look at game films like some of these guys do.
You don't Mike Mayock it?
I don't Mayock it. But the stuff they have, it's impressive. I mean, he can throw. He can slide away from when guys are collapsing onto him, and I was impressed with his arm.
Yeah. But the problem is his accuracy on the deep throws. But the thing is,
he threw some deep balls that were pretty accurate.
He was the guy that almost single-handedly led them to the Sugar Bowl victory 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, over Florida. He's a winning quarterback, and in some ways he's getting a bit of a bum rap over the pro day, in the same way that Manziel's getting a bit of a bum rap over his alleged incorrigibility. They're both probably better than they're being given credit for, but they're also probably not worthy of the number one pick. Whereas Bortles, it seems,
is going to be that.
Maybe.
Or, again, if I were them, I'd go with the defensive pick. And that's the thing. You see all these mock drafts and all this information. Teams put out information that's not true because they want to throw people off. They want to throw other teams off. So I don't buy any of it. You'd look at the mock drafts these guys do. No one's ever gone 100% in the first round. As a matter of fact, they don't.
Usually they only get 9 or 10.
Yeah, if they're fortunate.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to ask you about was this. Yesterday, Rob Anthony, who's filling in for Terry Ryan while he's recovering, I like what he did. He came out and he blasted the offense for the Twins. And
what offense?
That's what he basically said. Nobody's stepping up. I mean, they're in a position where they're going to have to put bodies in and that aren't producing in spring training. And frankly, it's refreshing to hear a guy say that, even though he was involved in bringing those guys here.
Sure, the veterans he brought in, Jason Bartlett and
Jason
Kubel.
Kubel and Bartlett
combined have about as many hits this spring as we do. And it's just, the Twins are going to have to be bailed out by their pitching this year.
Their sterling pitching.
The offense has taken about 2 or 3 steps back. I did some research today. I was looking up on one of the fantasy baseball sites, because that'll give you kind of a view of what other people around the country think of the Twins. And according to, I think it was RotoWatch, only 7 players on the Twins even have fantasy value this year. 7. And
we could probably name them.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, Perkins and Mauer, for
Perkins
sure.
and Mauer.
Probably Nolasco and Hughes.
Nope.
Neither one.
Hughes is worth $0.
Dozier. Did they put Willingham on that list?
Willingham is the other.
That's not 7 though. I didn't go.
Oh no, that's 5. It was 5, and then there's 2 that have no value, which is Hughes and Casey.
Hughes had no value.
Casey Fine, $0.
I don't agree with that one. I think he's going to be okay.
That means the whole rest of the team is trash, according to that one analyst. But it just tells you that anyone who thought the Twins were an automatic lock to improve this year to get to 70 win range, the offense this spring is telling you that may be a hard sell, even though the pitching should be much better this year.
That's the frightening part. They're going to have to depend on their pitching.
Yeah. But Nolasco and Hughes are nice additions to the starting staff, and the bullpen has always been decent.
They're going to have to depend on their pitching. Anyway, Kevin, always a pleasure.
Yep.
CJ, come around. She's going to do it for the first time ever.
Yep.
This is our, what would she be? She's our director, producer, cinematographer.
Our better
third.
half. She's our better half
third.
or better third. Yeah.
Well, she's more like 2/3.
I have to, I can't, there's no chair for me, so this is a little awkward.
Would you like my chair? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay,
very
it's
rude
okay.
of me. But CJ is the woman behind all this. Thank you,
Literally.
CJ. Thank you so much. Without you, we're nothing. Without
true.
you, we have nothing. She's the best. The best that ever was.
Aw.
And when you go to Hollywood, just remember us. Make us associate producers. They throw those around like it's a Pez dispenser.
Or at least a gaffer. You know, a gaffer.
Or best boy.
Or grip.
Grip. They still have best boys?
It depends.
What did they do? Do
On
you know what a
some
best boy
I,
did?
you asked me that another episode. I have no idea what that is.
We'll have to find that one out for the next episode.
Google us with that.
Again,
or tweet us.
Kevin, CJ, and I'm Bob, and thank you for watching
I'm going to go turn
and
off the
listening.
cameras now.
All right.